Hey guys, I'm Kate Bihm. I'm a family lawyer practicing in Montgomery County, Texas. Remember, I'm a lawyer, not your lawyer. This is just for public information purposes. One of the most important things for people to understand when they're talking about family law is the concept of family violence and what it means. Family violence has a very specific definition under Texas law, and it requires a certain relationship between the parties, and it also requires that it meet the definition of family violence. And you know what is not family violence? Being mean to someone. It's not family violence to control how much access to money they have, or to belittle them, or to speak down to them, or to make them feel poorly. Family violence usually requires, one, that there be some sort of physical assault, or two, that there be sexual violence. And make no mistake, it is possible for there to be sexual violence between two married people. Non-consensual sex is family violence. Don't let anybody tell you different. And three, it could mean the imminent threat of physical violence. That means if someone threatens you with physical violence in such a way that you believe that it is going to happen and that it's unqualified. Other than that, there's really very few types of abuse under Texas law between two adults that is going to fall within the definition of family violence. And it's very important for people to understand that. I have folks come into my office all the time who have complaints or concerns about their spouse's abuse or about their co-parent's abuse. But because it doesn't fall within the legal definitions of those concepts, unfortunately, while it may be something that a court needs to consider in determining how property should be divided or whether it might be important in a child custody case, you need to understand that it may not disqualify someone from parenting their kids. And it may mean that although they were very unkind to their spouse, it's not something that a court is necessarily going to consider in dividing the property. And while that's often very difficult to hear, when you're hiring an attorney, it's very important that you talk to your lawyer about these issues and that your lawyer have a clear understanding of how that works. Because what can be very difficult is when you go into court expecting one outcome because of how you've been hurt during your relationship, only to find that that level of hurt is not something that the court's going to consider in the outcome. And so it's of critical importance that your lawyer have experience with these issues and that they be willing to have difficult conversations with you about how the court is likely to consider these issues when it hears the evidence. Good luck in court.